Good morning, YouTube. DJ Kryptonite here, talking, sports, combat sports, and boxing. Typically, I talk boxing, combat sports, but I'm starting to hear a lot about Stephen A. dragging certain players, specifically Ben Simmons, as of late. And I know him and Jamie Foxx got into a little discussion as of last night. And I'm kind of sick of I guess I'm just sick of us not realizing that Stephen A is a mouthpiece for these leagues. And the reason I say that is because ESPN has contractual obligations and they have invested into these leagues, NFL, NBA, and that sort of thing. And if you want ESPN, well, if ESPN wants to thrive and continue to make money off of these industries, meaning the NFL, the NBA, they need star players on the floor. They need certain things to happen, and we need to we really need to understand that these are entertainment vessels, and and they can manipulate games and they can manipulate players and movements and transactions, and that's just the nature of the beast. So I hate it when we get into discussions, just get into arguments and discussions about things that we don't even truly understand behind the scenes. We only know what they tell us. And yeah, we can take it for face value, and maybe 85%, 90% of it is truthful, coming from ESPN and other media outlets. But ultimately, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors with these leagues and these owners and that sort of thing. What they're doing is, bottom line, is trying to make as much money and maximize the dollar as much as possible. And like I said, ESPN is heavily invested in these entities, and they're going to do what's in their best interest to keep generating revenue. And Stephen A is the biggest voice on ESPN, so what he's going to do is side with these entities and not with the players. That's just what it is. ESPN, their biggest mouthpiece will be Stephen A. Smith, and why wouldn't you have him speak on behalf of how the leagues feel about certain actions by players? And that's what they're doing. So I just hate it when we get into these discussions about things we truly can't and won't understand because we're just not privileged to that information coming from these leagues. All we know is what is told, and ESPN is not an unbiased, neutral party because they're invested. So let's get away from all of these arguments and discussions. Ben Simmons may have emotional problems. He could have an injury. Whatever the case may be, I would not criticize him for doing so. If he collects $30 million and he's sitting on the bench, he's injured. We have sick leave and leave at our job. So what makes him any different? Because he's not entertaining us. He's not dribbling the ball up and down the floor, entertaining us. Is that a right that we have that he does that? I think he has a right to sit out if he needs to. And if the leagues are upset about that, so be it. Like, everything is not, but, well, yeah, I guess everything is about money when it comes to these situations, but it shouldn't be. And we need to stop buying into that. Anyway, DJ Kryptonite, I just had to voice my opinion on certain things. I think it's ridiculous. And Stephen A is just, he's a mouthpiece for these leagues. It's obvious. So let's not buy too much into this. Jamie Foxx expressed his concerns. Of course, Stephen A. Smith didn't agree. Again, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but let's keep it in perspective. There are other more important things out here, and I would think that we would give Ben Simmons the benefit of the doubt if this is an actuality and not something manipulated by the leagues to generate buzz and discussions and that sort of thing, because all of these discussions just help put a spotlight on the league and keep it relevant as we move through these playoffs. So anyway, that's just my opinion. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll be talking soon. I think there's big fights coming up. I think Shakur Stevenson fights this weekend, which would be a great fight. But I'll get into that on another video. But anyway, have a great Thursday. Enjoy your day. Deuces.